welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. It's the first time at the Crick for SLPCR as they host the Elk River Elks. Joe Young along with Howie Shapiro and Jerry Grant for tonight's contest. And guys, a team in SLPCR that's off to a 2-1 start, a team in Elk River that has yet to play a game.
Yeah, we don't know, but we know Elk River's a good squad. They have high hopes for this year, and we'll see how they play their first game.
Yeah, and they're bringing back their first line, which I think is really important. You bring that experience back to this first contest.
Yeah, they have a lot coming back, and we'll discuss that ad nauseum perhaps as we go through the contest. For SLPCR, they started with a big win over Hopkins. They went split a pair of overtime contests Friday, Saturday last week in their Thanksgiving contest. Feeling pretty good about the way they're playing hockey.
Yeah, well, you know, when you're in games, one-goal games, that's where you want to be early in the year as you're trying to build towards the middle of the season, see where everybody's at, start getting your systems in place, get your power play going, your penalty kill, and see how that all rolls.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, this is going to be their first really big test of the season for sure.
It will absolutely be a test. For Elk River, they come in with their top 6 scorers back, and that includes 40-point scorer, 2 40-point scorers led by Creech.
Yeah, Tristan Creech, 22 goals, 19 assists from a year ago. He's a 3-year starter. He's the leader on this team. He shoots really well. I mean, I know that SLPCR is going to have to really limit what he does, but as you talked about, so many good players, you can't just concentrate on one individual skater.
And for SLPCR, they're off to a 2-1 start. They lost a lot. Year one of the merger, they were pretty successful, but they were senior heavy. This year, they're off to a decent start. And a good start for Jackson Barsness. He's got 5 goals through the first 3. He scored each time they've taken the ice.
Well, Jackson's a good player because of his speed. He's got really good speed. He's shifty. He can handle the puck well. He's got a good shot. And he's going to have to carry the load a little bit early in the year as the other guys start to settle in and get more goal scoring up and down the lineup.
Well, and they've had a couple of sophomores that have factored into the scoring. That includes, and also junior Boston Green got his first career varsity goal, an overtime game winner against Apple Valley Burnsville on Saturday.
Yeah, great name, by the way, for sure.
Well, that's the way to get your first goal.
I know, yeah, absolutely.
And they're hoping they can build off that success. Cardinals SLPCR, takes the ice against Elk River next on CTN.
As you know, CTN's on YouTube, and we're on in a big way. We have thousands of videos online to help you stay connected to Coon Rapids on any device, at home, or on the go. And it's because of your faithful viewership that we can celebrate 10,000 subscribers to the CTN YouTube page. Thank you for your support as we continue to keep you connected. And we look forward to 10,000 more.
Okay, I have a couple good ones for you, Joe. How do football players stay cool? By standing next to the fans. What kind of tea do football players drink? Penalty. Why can't you play football with pigs? Because they hog the ball.
Back at the Crick and getting ready to drop the puck between SLPCR and Elk River. Excited to see what Coach Connor Gagnon's team has in store for season 2 of the co-op.
Yeah, you know, when I talked to him, guys, he said that Elk River's going to come out with a lot of intensity. It's their first game, obviously, and he just wants to be able to match that. He just wants to see if he can, you know, again, give some of that intensity right back to him.
Well, if I remember properly, it seems to me that SLPCR won a game against Elk River here last year. Am I right or wrong?
No, it was
the year before.
Last year,
overtime. 6-5?
Overtime loss.
Overtime
6-5.
loss. That's right. It was a good game that they should have won.
Yep.
Yeah.
They came from behind, down too early, and I think maybe even down as much as 3. But we'll see. Coach Gagnon said he's had enough of the overtime games, back-to-back overtimes, Friday, Saturday. Seems they played a handful of overtime games last year.
Yeah.
Elk River on the attack early, just throwing it in on goal is Luke Petra. And holding on to it is Bushy for a face-off to his right.
Yeah, never a bad idea early in the game. Test the goalie, shoot the puck.
Petra returns. He's a senior. Had 14 goals, 13 assists last year, 27 points. Finished third in scoring behind Creech and Logan Rustad, who finished with 40 points.
Those are nice seasons.
It was a 6-5 game in overtime last year. 5 different goal scorers for SLPCR. Only one of them is back. 6 different goal scorers for Elk River. 5 of them are back.
Oh, I remember that was a heck of a hockey game. It was very exciting. Let's hope we can have the same thing this evening, Holly.
Yeah, absolutely. Very possible. One of the biggest things that Coach Gagnon said is, if we take a look at him, is his consistency. He's about 75% we're playing our game, 25% we're not, and those are the kind of things that we need to work on. Do a better job of forechecking, finishing, and just being where they need to be.
Hansen forces it down the wing. SLPCR able to get it back out to center quickly. Adam Kish played it across, but it was taken away and head of Ryerson. Elk River regroups, shower ahead. Sent in deep from Carter Millis. Dive along the end boards. Kish bumped there, stays on the puck. His clear attempt is blocked. Glove down and played out by Ayland. Played toward the front by Ryerson, but Elk's able to stop it up. Shower plays behind the net. Long pass ahead, just out of the reach of Millis. He's able to slow it down, catch up to it in the offensive end. Plays it down low. Tied up along the end boards was Jansen. Coming out is Austin Adams. Adams flips it out through center past the foot of Joey Kotzian, so no icing as it went wide of the net. SLPCR getting in on the forecheck. Mellon was out front, but at his pocket pick. Back the other way come the Elks. Fired in on goal by Tommy McDonald and sticked away by Bushy. They regroup. Kotzian up top. Plays across. That shot through traffic into the glove of Zach Bushy, and he will hold for a faceoff.
Yeah, the forecheck early for SLPCR is working when they get F1 in hard in that puck and cause some problems for the D. That's what you have to do all game, Howie.
Yep, no, absolutely. There's head coach Ben Gustafson of the Elk River Elks, and he said they just want, all the guys want to get that first shift under their belts. He thinks that the key for them, get that first goal, start fast, and put the pressure on.
Oh, absolutely. Always when you're on the road, you want the first goal.
Digging it free. Barsness catches up to it before it gets to the end line. He's ridden off on the boards and bounces away from Boston Green. He can't recover. Holding the line is Clark. He'll play it into the far corner. Barsness there tried to find Green out front. It went underneath his stick. And they are able to play back out to center. Tranby back off the near boards. Green pokes it into the zone as he was bumped by Creech. Back the other way comes Luke Petro. Down the boards, plays it out front. Creech, a huge glove save for Zach Bushy.
Yeah, Creech is right there and snapped that shot, but Bushy with a great glove save.
That was a great passing play, Joe.
Yep.
They moved that puck real fast. You'll see here down the wall, beats a man, looks across, gets there, and quick shot, too.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
right there on a stick.
Great feed, great play through the contact, good feed, and a lot of net to look at, all taken away by the webbing on the left hand of Zach Bushy.
That's why it's so important to make sure you pin that guy to the wall so he can't make that pass.
SLPCR lays it all the way down, and they'll take the icing and go back to their own end.
Yeah, all right. Icings are okay.
Yep. 4 shots on net early here for the Elks, and SLPCR looking for their first shot on goal.
Gotta generate some chances.
Yep.
Or find a way to get the puck to the net.
Face-off win for the Elks. The shot by Luke Hill is deflected up and out of play.
And one of the things we saw earlier in the JV game was Elk River was getting to a lot of pucks first.
Yep.
So far, some of that's happening as well in this game. You got to beat other people to those puck race battles and get that puck.
Oh, and they pounded the shots on goal, too, as well. I think they had 53 shots on net, 54, something like that.
McCullough plays it ahead. Mellum can't control. Tracks it down in the offensive end. Good pressure from 3 SLPCR players, but now a 4-on-2 at the line for Elk River. Played across. Shot by Hansen, kicked away with the right pad of Zach Bushy.
Yeah, good save by Bushy, just directing it to the corner.
Capon playing it up the boards and out. It hit the leg of a player on his way out, so technically in the bench, that's considered out of play. And
yeah, one thing that SLPCR is going to have to be a little more aware of is getting that third forward back. That time all 3 got caught below the dots, and Elk River saw that in transition. Off they went.
good step up at the line by Austin Adams. Delays the entry. Back to Kassian. A shot through traffic. Misses wide into the corner. Another long shot from the point, deflected and ends up wide in the near side. Down low, Christensen tried to walk out front, had it knocked away. Elks able to regain. Long pass taken away. Opportunity for Kish, and it's turned away by Jack Stimek. First time he's been tested. Adams through center. Will dump it in on Stimek. Leaves it there for Kassian. Track behind the net, up off the boards. One touch pass eludes Christensen. Get it back ahead. Kassian into the zone. Chest saved by Bushy. Cross ice pass, stepping up to intercept was Hansen. He had Hansen all alone out front. Blast from the point. Petrov fires wide. Elks keeping him in deep. Jumping on that loose puck. Taking a bump, clear attempt, stopped up. Ryland Hansen, that shot deflected and into the back of the net. Elks on the board. Not quite 6 minutes into the contest.
Well, you can see that happening. They were in that zone for over a minute, Howie, and they just kept putting the pressure on, and SLPCR could not break out of the zone, and that is trouble when you're in your own zone for over 30 to 40 seconds.
Right, already 9 shots on goal for the Elks here early on in this game. And again, just
a bad pass up the boards there. And, yeah,
there you see the deflection.
Yeah, you got it.
Went off the Cardinal, or the SLPCR defender, so the goal will be in Ryland Hansen's. Pass across out front, and another wide open opportunity in prime scoring territory for Elk River, turned away by Bushy. Elks just buzzing in the offensive zone. SLPCR trying to stretch it out, intercepted. Tranby throws it in deep. Green in on the forecheck. They reverse. Rustad almost had it back. Here's Clark, and a glove save by Stimek, point blank.
Well, that's 2 point blank shots that could have been goals, but the goaltender's up to the challenge.
Yeah, just 3 shots on net for the SLPCR squad, but 2 of them very quality shots.
2 in the house, Howie.
2, I was just going to say 2 in the house.
Yeah, just a bad turnover by Elk River, and Clark was right there. that's a better shift there. Started winning some battles, put some pressure on the team in red. They'll make some mistakes too.
Kotzian plays it to the line. Tranby holds off the end boards, nearly bounced back out into the slot. Olsen skates through his own crease essentially, gets it ahead though to Jacobson, and gets it to the line and dumps it in. First on the puck is McDonald. He turns and throws it on Bushy. Long rebound. Unable to put it back on net was Jacobson, but he stays with it behind the net. Elks win the puck battle again. Kotzian up top. Penalty coming against the home squad. And with all this pressure 5-on-5, we'll see what Elks have to offer with the power play.
Well, one of the problems for SLPCR is they're just not playing their positions in their own zone. They're running around a little bit. Just got to know your responsibility, do your job, trust your teammates, because once you start taking their spots, you're opening up ice.
Well, and that's what Coach Gagnon talked about. He says the inconsistent parts that we got to know where we need to be. And obviously in that situation, not accomplishing that.
See 3 guys over there on the wrong side, and they're just they're not covering where they need to be.
Tranby out front. A little too much stick work called for the cross check. Walking in, Kotzian, his shot. Bushy got a piece of it. Down low, Rustad is challenged, but able to reverse back up top for Hansen. Hansen plays to Petra. Down low, the pass out front was broken up. Still an opportunity on the shot for Creech. Another chance, another save for Bushy. And now Clark gets the clear all the way down and right on Stimac. And he will play it right back to center ice. Jensen jumps on it and dumps it back down in the corner.
That's good. Yeah, that was good presence in their own zone there. Watching for that bumper. They're looking for the guy in the middle.
Well, they just want to clear that puck out of all that commotion for sure.
There you go. Win some battle. That's how you do it. Step up.
Barsness gaining speed, running into a couple of guys fresh on the ice for Elk River. Trying to find a friend, shorthanded. Instead, it's Creech into the zone, and then he turned it over. Adams down the left wing. He'll shoot. Glove save and a hold for Stimac. Face off in the Elk River end. They have a power play still for 41 more seconds.
Well, good penalty killing starts with hustle, winning battles to pucks, and that's what they're doing. They're not standing around and watching. They're getting after it.
And they're able to get a shot on net.
Yeah, that's great.
Face-off win. Adams will just send it down and around. Kish there to challenge. Played behind for Grant Shower. Shower near side for Luke Hill. Cross out of the reach for Millis. He tips it down into the corner. SLPCR on the puck first, but a backhanded effort would not make it past the blue line.
Too bad he was on the backhand.
One time that lot on it, going wide. Ushered into the corner by Bushy.
Good clear.
Ian Eland sending it the distance.
Nice penalty kill.
Yeah, they needed that because the pressure that Elk's been putting on, that skater advantage wasn't their friend for sure, but good job of killing it off.
Yeah, not too bad for your first game of the year, your power play. Not too shabby, moving the puck around, but
I got a couple 3 shots. Maybe 4, but
put the team in the
now
white.
icing and
did okay.
SLPCR able to kill it off.
Yeah, if I say team in the white once in a while, my mouth's getting a little tired of all those letters in that acronym there.
This one's going to stay in zone. Now played out to center by Campbell. Elks able to regroup quickly. Campbell slowing it in again just inside the blue. They'll try the other side and now just chip it in. Jensen plays it behind. Kapa, his pass taken away. Pass out front. Good recovery by SLPCR on defense. Campbell able to get it in deep. First one there is Mellum. Trying to play it back out front. Elks had bodies in the slot. Tranby will skate it into the zone down the left wing. Leads it for Mellum. His shot blocker to the corner by Stimac. Clark can't come off the boards with it. It's played away by Rustad. Bushy gets it to Tranby. Long pass deflected in by Green. Turned around quickly by Kotzian. And now Tranby sends it into the outset. Kotzian can't get it past Clark. He'll go the other way instead. Rylan Hansen plays it ahead. This pass behind Creech. Tranby will play it back in behind. Bouncing puck at the top of the crease, and the Elks swarming again in the offensive end. Creech down low for Hansen. Hansen troubled, back to Creech, plays it across, out of the reach of Shower. He'll play it off the board. A chance for Petra, the stick save, a rebound opportunity, another save. And this one played around, but not out. Finally getting control is Boston Green. Got it as far as center. Barsness can't get through all the traffic. It's a lot harder to play this game in your defensive end all night.
It is. I'll give Elk River credit. They're moving very well so far.
Aiden Armagast squeezed off along the far boards. Elks play it around. Adams awaits, walks in. His shot misses wide, circles around to the far side. Langdon Berg is there. Berg able to hold it again. Only momentarily. Berg, one more chance. Can't get it deep. Turn around quickly by Hansen. Hansen troubled by Armagast. Armagast, just a sophomore. I think he had a pair of goals in the win over Hopkins, if I'm not mistaken. Has not scored since. This one chopped away from him, and Armagast gives chase. Pressured into the corner by Millis.
There it is.
Trying to play it out front. Huge save. For Stimac, back the other way. A good stick. Breaks up a 2-on-1 opportunity. Kish pressuring. Kotzian plays it back out to center. Miller plays it across. And this is going to be the first penalty of the night against Elk River.
Well, guys, an opportunity for the SLPCR squad to see what their power play can look like here and see if they can equalize this one, tie this one up.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see if they could get the power play down and set it up. Let's see the penalty here. It's coming in from behind, and that's a check from behind.
Yeah, he's lucky it's called a rough, to be honest.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
He laid off a little bit, but he still hit him from behind into the boards.
Not a good thing.
No.
Roughing is the way it's put into the scorebook. A 2-minute power play for the home squad. Tranby up top. Clark top of the circle. Down low. Kish trying to play out front. Chipping it in is Ryerson. And just 8 seconds into that power play, this game is even at 1 apiece.
Well, that's how you do it, huh? You want to get the puck down low, get it in the paint, go crash the net, and try to put it in. That's what happened.
Well, you know, you're for the most part being a little bit outplayed in this first period. Your goaltender's doing a nice job of keeping you in. Get on the power play, get an opportunity to get a goal. All of a sudden, now it's tied at 1.
And Ryerson, watch him get down low.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You work that puck around, go wide. Now get to the net. As soon as that puck's down there, so there comes the crash. And there's the rebound. Ryerson fought off a stick check, and he's able to stay with it off the pad.
That hit a defender. Yep. Before that got to Ryerson.
Shower tried to block the pass from getting through. Went off of him and just sat there for Ryerson to hammer it home. Well, their goaltender has kept them in the game to this point, and that is how you repay your keeper, is by cashing in on an opportunity like that.
Well, they have 8 shots. I mean, that's a good shot total. But 16 is not what you want to do.
No, definitely not.
Barsness one touch to Clark, tried to hand it back, and that was turned over. Here comes Creech into the zone. Knocked off his stick by Tranby, and Barsness ends up sliding into his own net.
Player in the goal. And that's all right. Get a line change, 3:02 left. Just kind of grind out the period, try to go in, tie. It'd be just fine.
Yep.
See the crashing player there, up a little extra push going on. And once you lose your edge, you're down sliding. There's no stopping usually.
Elks win the draw, played out front, backhand set just wide by Tommy Olsen. Big collision along the near boards. Huge hit delivered by Blake Mellum. SLPCR able to come out of it.
Get that next pass. They're hitting the tape. The first one was good. Little things that matter. Oh, looks like an ice.
Yep. I thought it was the Elks that tried to play it back. Maybe not.
Yeah, 224. Win your draw. Get out of the zone clean.
Petra against Clark on the draw. Clark able to win it in the corner. Creech pressures. Clark can't clear. Petra plays it through the slot. Far side. Barsness chips it ahead. And here's Boston Green with speed down the way. Green cannot get his way through Hudson Miller.
Good job by Miller. Just stood in his way.
Petra chips it ahead into the zone. Turned back out by SLPCR. Creech plays it across. Miller will fire it in and around Clark in front of Creech along the boards. Cross ice, walking in from the point. That shot was deflected and a toe save by Bushy.
And that puck just sat there for a bit. Fortunately, there was not a red jersey to be found in front.
A nice save.
Well, and that's the pass you can't make. The turnover that typically ends up in the back of your net at the top of your zone. Because there were 3 Elk River players on that side of the ice. Here's some activity at the other end. They buzz a little bit. A backhander by Kish, swallowed up by Stimek. And there's a face-off in the Elks end with 81 seconds left in this first period.
Yeah, that was good activity there. Get the puck to the net, just kind of win a battle, get a turnover, and stuff it right towards that goal.
And SLPCR trying to equalize that shots on goal difference. 17-10 now in favor of the Elks.
Yeah,
kept in at the line. It skips off the stick of Kish just off the top of the crease. Good hold by Ryerson. Shot from a tough angle by Armagast. Turned away by Stimek. Elks get it back out to center. Hammered back in by Tranby as we're under a minute remaining.
Yeah, those step-ups at the red line are working. You can get to that puck and jam it back in. That really does help.
Tranby slowing Rafferty on the zone entry. Rafferty waits, centers. That was broken up by Kish. Kept in at the line by Shower. Shower gets it back, played across. The one-timer deflected up and out of play. 35 seconds left in the first period.
Yeah, just knuckle down here in their D zone now. Get to the locker room. A little extra effort to block shots, get your sticks in the passing lanes. Going back to the Barsness line there, using them late in the period.
Face-off win for the Elks this time. Fanning on the shot, though, was Shower. Was chipped back out to center by Green. Elks able to get it back in, but only briefly. Loose puck at center, recovered by Will Jansen. He'll send it in deep for Elk River. Played to an area, and that area was first occupied by an Elk River Elk, but Barzis did a nice job of getting in there, getting the steal, getting it to the other end. A chance for Green, and he fires just wide. And the buzzer will sound, and we will go to the first intermission in a 1-1 game, despite the Elks having a considerable advantage, especially the first half of that period.
Yeah, they caught up in the end with 11-17 in the shot, so a little bit better the last 8 minutes.
Down on the bench with head coach Connor Gagnon is our Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. I'm here with Coach. A little bit of a flurry from Elk River to start this game. A lot of shots on net. They scored that goal. I thought you guys did a really nice job of reacting, getting that goal. Talk about what you thought in that first period.
Well, it's their first game of the year, right? We talked about that. We knew they were going to come out fast, and they did, right? I think we did a pretty good job sorting in our own end. There's still some moments where they had some guys getting lost, and we got to turn our heads and pick them up. But all in all, I thought we responded well to what we knew was going to be a fast start.
What's your biggest message to the guys in between periods?
Yeah, I think, again, they're fast, they're physical, they're getting lost a little bit in our own end, so we got to be heads on a swivel, turning our heads, looking for that extra guy, especially down low. If we can do that, I think we can play with these guys.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We're going to take a quick break and talk about that first period right after this. All right, Joe. In high school football, the snap ends when A, the ball is moved from its place on the ground, B, the ball leaves the snapper's hands, or C, the ball touches the ground or any other player. You don't have to raise your hand, Joe. Yes, Joe?
I love football.
Ah, yikes.
Back to Coon Rapids Ice Center, 1-1 after one between SLPCR and Elk River, and really the way that first period went, we saw all Elk River for the first 7 or 8 minutes, and then a much more balanced game the second half.
Yeah, I think once SLPCR settled in, Howie, they got used to the speed of the game, the pressure, they settled down, found ways to get the puck out of their zone, and had better results.
Yeah, and one thing I didn't get to ask Coach is that I just talked to him on the way out about Zach Bushy and how well he's played in net, and he's really done a nice job here to start this contest for the SLPCR squad.
He absolutely has. They hope to not have as much need to lean on him the rest of the contest, but he came up big, especially early on, to keep the SLPCR boys in this contest. Faced a number of big opportunities. That was point blank from Creech. SLPCR, a couple of their first shots on goal were absolute point blank chances. Elks get a bounce. SLPCR creates an opportunity and scores out of power play. Ashton Ryerson chipping it in right there at the top of the crease, and that evens the contest at 1-1, and that is, at the end of the day, the only important number on that page.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they battled back. They got that nice goal on the rebound. Got some nice shots. I mean, quality shots for. We're only 6-5 for Elk River. Only one more quality shot for them. So things are happening in the right direction, Howie.
Yeah, and how exciting for a young player like that to see that puck right out in front of the net and be able to put it in for that tying goal.
Well, and here they are, a chance to refocus in the intermission, come out and try and put the pressure more on Elk River. Elk River, though, did look good. They have a lot of skill, and they are definitely dangerous. Still a lot of hockey to be played. Second period puck drop is coming up next on CTN.
Did you know you can raise backyard chickens? But a permit is required, and there's a limit of 4 female chickens per property. No roosters or other fowl are allowed. And there are specific rules for the chicken coop and run. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the Crick, 1-1 after 1. We shall see what the next 17 minutes has in store. They switch sides. Coach Gustafson's fired up on the Elk River bench, trying to get his guys into it. I'm sure it doesn't take much in the season opener against a conference rival.
No, and the two coaches are good friends as well, so that's how it plays into account as well.
Yeah. Well, and you can tell the game's been real clean so far.
Yep.
That was first goal of the season for Ashton Ryerson, by the way.
Good time to get it.
On the power play. And it ties
really
him
nice,
up.
especially in an important game like this.
First career goal.
Yep.
Just a sophomore.
So I'm saying, if that puck is right there in front of you, you get an opportunity to poke it home.
No, you got to get down to that crease and get some action.
Elks able to win the opening draw. Miller plays it ahead, tipped into the zone. First one there is Petra, tried to play it out front. It was intercepted. Boston Green knocked down, but got the puck to Clark. Andrew Clark into the zone, dumps it in behind the net, gives chase. First one there, chips it past Katsian, plays it out to the line. Tranby across to Matchy. His shot hit a skate and ended up in the far corner. Tranby can't get it deep. Katsian disrupts. Boston Green comes in. He disrupts things, holds 3 Elks at bay. Played around to the far side. Barzis on the forecheck. Matchy kept it in, but only momentarily. Rusted on the rush to the other end. Played across, and another big glove save to deny Creech from a golden scoring opportunity. And Bushy says ain't nothing but a thing.
Well, you have to be very careful when you make that pass across. You see here, got to be 100%. Your D was backing you, but still 2-on-1.
Yeah. But a nice save, nice glove save nonetheless as he snaps that one off. But
Rustad led the team in assists with 26 last year, part of his 40 points. And you can see he can pass the puck. He has set Creech up twice in this contest, and both times big glove saves from the SLPCR keeper. Ryerson trying to play it out front. Kish on the backhand in close. And it was shut down by Stimmich.
Got a little too tight.
I was just going to say, he got in a little too close on that. Not much he could do with it.
Good play, though.
Yep.
Kish trying to kick it along. Chopped out to center by Carter Millis. Played back out to center. Right back in come the Elks. Hansen plays it across. Played back across the top of the crease. And nobody in a red jersey able to get a stick on it. Tie up in the far corner. Swept out to the point by Olsen. Katsian gets it back. His shot deflected up and over the net. Behind is Jacobson. He's bumped. Tried to get it to Katsian. Forced past him and back out to center by Mellon. Tipped in by Jacobson. Pa hit the official as he tried to clear it up the boards. And this one is sent all the way down. That'll be icing, but it'll mean fresh legs for SLPCR.
Yeah, they got to clear that pressure out a little bit and get a chance to get some fresh guys on the ice.
They needed it there. They were getting in the trouble zone of the other team, keeping it in your end and getting you running around. Well, Elk River's definitely trying to get a lot of bodies in front, Joe. They're trying to get shots on the net, get for rebounds, screens. They like working the puck down low.
Andrew Clark plays it off the boards. Barsness can't quite catch up, and that is going to be icing. The pass originated just a couple of feet before the red line.
Yeah, right idea. Just angle. You're tight to the boards. It's a tough pass. If you're a little bit more in the middle, you got a better angle to get that to bounce more to the middle rather than down the corner. But good idea. Early in the period, iced a little bit faster.
Yep.
Face-off win for Clark, but it was tipped away from Barsness in the corner. Cassian plays it down low. Petra top of the circles, now top of the zone. Looking to find a way in. Tough angle save made by Bushy. Rebound cleared to the boards, kept at the line though by Miller. Tried to get it out front to Creech. It was denied by Bushy. A chance out front for Petra and a toe save by Bushy. Shot from the point, deflected wide by Rustad. First one on it is Creech. Creech, top of the zone. Looks over for Miller. Miller tried to leave it for him.
Tired body.
Able to get to it. Rustad across. Miller fanned on the shot attempt. Here's Clark. Cross ice. Barsness deflects it in. And we'll get there first. SLPCR in on the forecheck. And they're dead tired, and so are the guys in red. But they have it back on the charge. As Creech sent Rustad in, they'll get the rest of the guys off. This one played off the boards and out. Barsness gets to it. They're going to call that offside.
They called it offside.
I disagree.
Yikes.
Well, coaches don't seem to be arguing too much. They're just
going to call it.
Or they make.
Oh. Okay, yeah, they are going to put it back. They're going to say it's intentional offside because. Oh, and then I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
Well, tried to spring them on a long pass and almost worked.
Yeah, good thought.
Yeah, that's right. Try things.
Shot off the draw, kicked away by Bushy. Tie up along the boards. Kicked at Tranby. Gets it across to McCullough. McCullough at center will play it into the zone as he takes some contact. First one there is Ryland Hansen. Swept it around. It was stopped up there by Mellum. Play back around. And back in deep by McCullough. Elks will try the other side. That one was off Mellum. And turned back in by Matchy. Tommy Olson into the zone for Elk River. Slows his shot, blocked by Matchy. Played behind by Jacobson. Matchy chops at it. Kicked free by Olson, but right to Armagas. He played it across, and that didn't connect, and then he intercepts it right back on the line change. Kish fresh on the ice, trying to dance through a couple of defenders. Elk's able to chip it out of the zone. Bushy tried to clear, and getting a piece of it was Blake Rafferty. SLPCR right back the other way. Miller gloves it down. Plays it ahead, and that deflects off the stick of Rafferty and up into the Elk River bench.
Yep.
Stoppage, 11:40 to go.
Bushy did just enough. He got to the puck first, saw that player streaking in, was able to at least get it beyond. That was all he needed to do.
That is correct. And sometimes that those things that you work hard on, and especially in practice, they do a good job of coming into the game.
Yep.
I was told that Aaron, just get it past the blue line.
Yeah.
If you can get it past the blue line, no coaches, every coach you play for is going to be happy to have you between the pipes. If you can clear the zone yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you have a rush coming in like that.
If you're going out to play the puck, it's got to get past the blue line. Kish back for Armagas, a little bit in front of him. Tracks it down in the corner, tried to center. That was broken up. Had it back momentarily, tipped off his stick. Played away by Logan Salo. He's Tied up in the corner by Kish. Katsia flips it ahead for Seelar. Pass across was disrupted by Kish. Katsia able to force it into the zone. Shoveled back out by Jensen. Kish behind Katsian, trying to sweep it out front. Katsian able to recover, but then gave it away. Armagast's shot is blocked. Trying to get back out front. He's on the backhand. Kish bumped off it. Puck still loose out front. Kish playing it from the seat of his pants. Backdoor feed was cut off to the line, but not out. Capon can't get it past traffic. Miller waiting. Now plays it ahead for Salo at center. He's bumped off it by Capon. And here comes Miller again. Or Salo again, rather. In the corner. Up top, Creech. For Shower. His shot deflected in on Bushy, and Bushy holds on. Rustad. Good timing going across, taking away the goaltender's vision and redirecting the puck a bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, that puck bounced right into him.
Yep.
It took a little bit of a bounce at the end.
Wait, and there's your screen, and good job. Right between the legs.
Yeah.
That's how he planned it. Petra behind the net. Out to the point, quick shot, deflected into the corner. Played back out in front, bounced, and now clear. Luke Hill. Play it back down low. Rustad trying to center. That got past Petra, who is crashing. Aylen back in the corner, plays it behind for Adams. Ahead and out by Barsness. Pass out of the reach of Rustad. Chop back into the corner by Adams. Clark played that one out, and that was played with a high stick by Rustad. So we are going back to the Elk River end.
Yeah, good.
7-1 shots on goal through the first 6+.
Not good.
7+ in this second period.
Yeah, Elk River kind of doing the same thing they did early in the first period. Howie, dominating play. And
Well, yeah, and you see it 24 shots on net here so far through this time in the second period.
Kish jumps on the loose puck in the corner, plays it back to Matchy at the point. Shot off the stick of Stimac and up out of play.
and there's a shot. That's what you need to do.
Yep.
Get it on the net. Get those rebounds.
Elks with numbers to center, a breakaway 2-0, backhand save by Bushy.
Wow.
I'm not sure if Will Jansen knew he had a trailer 2-0, but he decides to go to the backhand, and Zach Bushy says, not tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the defender, but I see something happens here with the defender. He fell down and was not able to get the speed to recover in time, and there he was a little flat-footed. Yeah, Bushy waited him out.
It's a good back check by Armagast.
Yeah.
He was more in that passing lane than I thought. But Bushy able to make a huge save again for this squad, and this one flipped ahead of Mellum, and that'll be icing.
Too many little mistakes. Got to get that puck in their end. You're 5 feet from the red line there. Just got to find a way to get that puck to the player, or get the red line and dump it in.
Now we're still knotted up at 1, so SLPCR doing at least in that situation, even though they're being outshot almost 2-1.
Goaltending.
Yeah.
Well, and that was the story in the JV contest.
Yeah, that was a heck of a goaltending display.
That was the younger Ryerson in that. Finished with over 50 saves, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
Andrew Clark plays it cross ice off the boards. Too much on it. That'll be icing.
Yeah, great idea. Loosen that D up a little bit, because
Well, especially when you have a team like Elk River that has so much team speed.
yeah,
You have to, and they're aggressive on their blue line.
yeah,
You have to make them think twice about that and use the pockets of speed you have on your roster. And number 19 is is a big part of that.
Yeah, get them to backpedal out so they can't hold the zone. Just kind of mix it up.
Shot from the point. Missed everything off the glass. Clark, again, just trying to stretch it to Barsness. And you can keep trying that stretch pass.
Yeah.
It's not hurting you.
No.
If you get 1 out of 10, hey.
You never know when you can spring somebody. However, you just, again, you bring it down into your own end for the face-off, which, gives a good team like Elk River an opportunity.
Well, it's getting their D to think about it.
Yep.
So they're backpedaling. One guy has to leave the zone.
Miller carries down into the corner. He's bumped there. Played around to the far side. Barsness fires it across out of the reach of Clark. Miller through center. Clark trying to pick his pocket. Able to disrupt him at least. Green recovers, gives it to Capon. Creech was there. Creech out front. Denied again by Zach Bushy.
Got to move that puck.
Big hit at the blue line by Kotzian, but the SLPCR guys able to work through it. Pass back for Barsness didn't click. And Petra at the other end. Out front. Kotzian trying to give it to Rustad. Kotzian has it back. Played it across and it hopped over Creech's stick.
Good thing.
A lot of good chances for Elk River, just not able to put anything in the back of the net.
Creech to Kotzian. Flips it through the traffic, and Bushy has seen enough. He'll slow that one down.
Yeah, that line has had their way quite a bit of the
have.
game. They're moving the puck around. They're moving. They're cycling. They're doing a lot of good things. See, right here, you backpedal in your own end, and then you just can't. You got to get that puck forward.
Yeah, there was a great opportunity there that Bushy came up, got a piece of that puck.
Well, pressure causes lots of problems.
That's at least 3 grade A chances for Creech in this contest. And Bushy has shut him down each and every time. Nice hands down low from Tommy Olson. Not a lot of angle to put pressure on for the shot, but created a loose puck. That shot into traffic, didn't get through. Jacobson plays it back to Shower at the point, then got it back. Shot from Hansen was deflected up and out of play.
Yep.
We'll have another face-off in the SLPCR end.
Oh, good stick on puck there. Just keep playing defense. Keep the sticks on the ice. Back passing lanes. Block shots. Get in their way. Do everything you can to help your goaltender. So see if you can get your rhythm back like you did in the second half of the first period. Elk River's faster right now. Quicker to the puck.
Knocked down at the line by Hansen. Shot from a tough angle, misses, comes back to the point. Shower sends it back down low. Shovel to the line again. Shower holds, flips it in on the backhand. Campbell had it momentarily. Fired wide by McDonald. Shower sends it back into the corner. Turned back out by Campbell. Tracking it down in his own end is Ryland Hansen. Tommy Olson into the zone. Left it off there for McDonald. Pressure is coming from Armagats. He plays it down low.
He beat him on the pinch.
That's Shower again. Yeah, they're very active on their blue line. They will pinch, but again, that's why potentially a stretch play can spring somebody potentially, but you have to get the puck first.
You have to get the puck first.
And their pinches have been quite effective.
Yeah, they have good coverage. The guy comes back, takes his place, it works well.
Tranby with a block, got it to Armagast near side. He's disrupted by Kotzian. Ryerson sends it in deep. Elks, couple of quick passes, and they're right back through center. McDonald had his shot blocked into the corner, recovered there by Luke Hill. Tried to dump it in. Kish disrupts. Kish ahead for Armagast, trying to knock it down, and now able to play it down in deep. 5 minutes remaining in this second period. Still tied 1-1. Both goals in the first period. An early marker on a deflection on a shot from the point by Ryland Hansen. That came 5:21. And then a power play goal. First career goal for Ashton Ryerson. Came at 13:05 of that first period. Rustad down in the corner. He's pressured a bit, coughs it up. This is chipped off the glass and all the way down by Armagh. They'll take another icing. And a face-off coming back in their end.
Yeah, Elk River Howie's just putting the pressure on, and there's not much of an answer right now for.
Well, and the only answer right now is icing the puck and just kind of regrouping and see what you can do, because you get an opportunity to get fresh bodies on the ice again. But that seems kind of been what they've been doing here, is push the puck down the ice, regroup.
Shots on goal in the period, 11-2.
Yeah, it feels like that.
Yeah.
Shot from the point, kicked away by Bushy.
Juicy rebound.
Shower steps up and plays it back in deep. Creech down low. He's bumped there by Jansen. Andrew Clark turns and looks. Sends it ahead. Barsness able to settle a bouncing puck. Tried to get it back for Clark. Intercepted by Shower. He gets it to Rustad and he skates it into the zone. Petra. Shot. Goal. 2-1 Elk River lead.
Yeah, and again, a lot of hard work for these guys, and it's now paid off by they get that go-ahead goal at 2-1.
Well, you can't leave those players open. You got to feel the back pressure.
Yep.
Make sure you don't give a guy a drop pass so he can walk right into the circle and take a shot here. You see here, there's a lot of open ice. Nobody coming, no back pressure at all. And there he gets to the top of the circle and fires a great shot.
Can't let a good shooter get to a good shooting spot.
Nope, they did. Yeah, it was an odd rush. Just people did not fill that back lane.
Absolute laser for junior Logan Rustad to get his first, it was senior Luke Petra to get his first of the season.
Yeah.
Rustad had the primary assist.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were doing a lot of pressure this period.
Can SLPCR respond? Stepping up to intercept is Adams. Mellum into the zone. Trying to dump deep and was slowed by Hansen. Elks play it around. Played out front and just out of the reach of Mellum. Shower trying to stretch it the other way out of the reach of Rafferty. And that'll be icing against Elk River with 3:27 on the clock in the second.
Well, the good news, Howie, it's only 2-1.
It is only 2-1, and if the SLPCR can work hard, maybe they can get the equalizer here before the period's over. That would be wonderful for them. But yeah, Elk River, you got to give credit to them. They're working really hard this evening.
Yeah, they're moving the puck around.
Yep.
They're supporting each other. They're playing some pretty good hockey right now.
Salo into the zone. Down the boards for Rafferty. Back to the point. Taken away by Mellum. Mellum tried to poke it past Shower. Shower able to slip it around. Can't get past McCullough. That was thrown down but kept in by Eland. He has now to recover into the neutral zone. Sent in deep by Olin Sealer, and
We got a penalty, interference.
yeah, that's going to go against Eland for the step up just a little bit too early.
Well, that's too bad. Now Elk River can see if they can
Yeah.
get that power play clicking.
The last thing you want to do is put them on the power play here when they're just really coming out,
there's
playing well. And
no puck near there. That's interference. Thought the puck was going to get there, but it didn't.
Had 3 shots on their power play in the first period. Did not find the back of the net. An opportunity for them to get a little breathing room before the end of the period.
Just pressure. That's how you do it right there. As soon as the guy has his back to the net, you attack him and don't let him turn and force him to turn it over.
Petra down the wing. Stops up at the hash marks. Clark had it momentarily. Backhand goal up front, and now Rustad has his first of the season.
Well, that was just unfortunate. The puck was a bounce away and just kind of went the wrong direction, and Elk River got in free again. And
well, they're going to make you pay when those opportunities happen, because I mean, a good team and Rustad able to put it in the back of the net.
Now you see here, everything's looking fine here. Puck goes to the corner, not a problem. There's 3 guys there turning their back to the play, and away it goes.
I don't know if they'll give Petra an assist for carrying it into the zone.
Yeah.
He had it knocked away from him, and it went right to Rustad, and Rustad took it right to the front of the net. Flips the backhand.
Well, that's too bad. You got to really, when you're killing a penalty, you really got to have an awareness of where that puck is at all times, and you got to just make sure you keep an eye on it. It moves around pretty fast when your back's to it, Howie.
Definitely so.
Ryerson able to win the draw. Matchy sends it in deep. Katsian behind his own net. Send it around. Ryerson can't stop it up. So they gave the assist to Creech, and he was nowhere near anything. I'm not even positive he was on the ice.
Might not have been.
I think Petrao was a stretch to give an assist on that one. And if you give a secondary, it would have been Shower who got it to Petra out of the defensive end. But that all comes out in the wash. Miller off the face-off. His shot blocked by Kish into the corner. SLPCR sweeps it up the boards. Armagas can't get it past Miller. He plays it back in. Capon waits. Looks for a lane, got it to Ryerson. He's bumped off it at center by Tommy McDonald. Jake Jacobson plays it across. McDonald knocks it down. Backhand feed out front, just out of the reach of Jacobson, who was crashing to the top of the crease. Armagas gets it to Kish before he gets wiped out. Kish on the entry, tried a little give and go, but the pass back from Ashton Ryerson, a little out of reach. Indirect pass, intercepted by Miller, and then his shot hit McDonald in the skates. Christensen gets it in, and another top shelf goal. This one for Joey Katsian walking in. And if you leave your goaltender out to dry, bad things happen.
Yeah, just the last two have just become way too easy for Elk River guys. Wide open, streaking down into the zone, into the circle, and you're going to end up seeing those light the lamp an awful lot. You see right here, there's an open player, and just no one coming back to fill those lanes in the back. Basically a 2-on-1, and defender decides to try to take away the pass. Another nice shot.
A really nice job by Keane Christensen on entry to wait, allow Capon to step to him, and Katsian just filled that lane and walked in alone. Here's Barsness. He scores at the other end. And a very quick answer. He keeps his hot streak intact. Fourth straight game with a goal for Jackson Barsness.
Well, there, Jackson showed his speed. He's able to get that puck, get just even to barely ahead of that defender, and then able to burst by him and use body position to make sure he could get that shot off. And here, even, and then just use some speed, good lean in, and goes to the far corner, and nice goal to make it 4-2.
Rustad right back on the attack, out of the reach of Adams. Taken away by Green. Green able to chip it back out to center. Barsness intercepted, tried to get it to Clark, and if that pass connected, he may have sent him in on a breakaway.
Yeah, he had a chance to get in alone, just didn't quite click, but Barsness with a good goal there with 10 seconds left. That gives him a little hope to think about the third period. 4-1 versus 4-2.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's a huge goal. I was worried about him getting demoralized after going down 3-1.
Yeah.
4-1 was could really have been a killer, but you don't answer much faster than that. 14 seconds between the goals by Kotzian and Barsness, and it's still a game at 4-2. Elk River a heavy advantage in shots on goal, and even higher advantage really in scoring opportunities. They have been all over in the offensive end. Down on the bench with their head coach Ben Gustafson is Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Coach, Joe, 2 periods in the books, first game. I thought you guys worked really hard, especially in that second period. Got 3 tallies, but gave up that late one in this before we went to the period. Talk about what you saw through 2 periods.
Yeah, I love our kids' compete level. They're working hard. This is our first game. Obviously, we got a lot of stuff we can work on, but the compete level's there. Didn't like the goal we gave up here the last minute of the period. It's, the most important minute of the period, so that'll be a point of emphasis here during intermission. But, the kids are battling. They're working hard. Both teams are working really hard. Both goaltenders are playing really well. It's a fun hockey game.
Going in with the 4-2 lead, what's your word to the guys in the third period going into that?
Play our game. Make strong plays. Play disciplined hockey. Stay out of the penalty box and, win the lines and play our game.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third. We're going to take a break and talk about that second period right after this.
All right, Howie, take a look. Our opponents are on this side, and the Cardinals are over here. Where's the line of scrimmage?
Right here.
Good. So obviously the Cards want to get the ball downfield anywhere over here, and the other guys are pushing back this way over here. So one strategy would take...
Hey, Joe!
What?
Tic-tac-toe, I win!
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, Elk River a 4-2 lead over SLPCR, and they have been in the driver's seat but not able to really pull away. It appeared there for a moment, Jerry, that they might have the kind of nail in the coffin at the end. They're going up 4-1, less than a minute left in that period, but a huge response from the home team.
Well, finally found Barsness out there in the neutral zone with his speed, and he's able to get that puck, corral it, and then get around the defender and make a real nice move to kind of quickly pull it and shoot it up in that corner to make it a 4-2 game. That was a big goal.
Yeah, and Coach Gustafson, when we talked to him, he's pretty happy with the way his squad has played. Obviously did not want to give up that goal to end that second period, but he's got to feel pretty good about the way that Elk River is playing. But big goal for SLPCR to cut the lead in half.
Huge. They have really dictated play, the Elk River Elks, and all 4 of their goals are just no chance for Zach Butchie. You're putting good shooters in good shooting spots, and letting a guy like Rustad just walk across the top of the crease all alone. But Zach Barsness breaks in just 14 seconds after they went down 4-1. Barsness gets his 6th of the year. He had a hat trick in the opener, and he has had 1 goal in each of the following 3 games. So a nice way to start his senior season.
Yeah, look at 33 shots on goal for Elk River through 2, and that's impressive. I thought the way they were going, I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit more when they first started this contest, but SLPCR just they know there's just 2 goals down. They just have to play tough.
And 17 of those 33 shots are in the house, so they're getting the puck down low. They're getting quality shots.
Yeah, huge opportunities. 11 of their 17 shots in that second period, or 11 of their 16 shots in the second period were inside the house. So, and a lot of grade A opportunities. They have capitalized 4 times. Creech, their most dangerous scorer, perhaps their leading scorer from last season, has had at least 3 grade A opportunities, and Bushy has stopped him each and every time. The SLPCR team has to find a way to turn that pace around, spend a little more time in the offensive end.
Yeah, well, they got to find a way to break the puck out of their end, because when Elk River puts the forecheck on them, they're not finding a good way to get the puck out. They'll get it close to the blue line, and then they'll get a jam behind them, and then there's numbers.
Yeah, and that's one thing Coach Skaggan told me. We have to find a better way to get it out of their end. He told me that before this contest, and so they're struggling a little bit in that area.
Well, this is a tough one, an early contest. There's their conference opener against the Elk River Elks, and they have 17 more minutes. We drop the puck on period number 3 after this on CTN.
Want to know the who, what, when, and where of Coon Rapids? Then follow CTN on social media. It's that simple. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, keep up with local news, sports, and events. And the people who make our community such a great place to live. So give us a follow, like, share, or subscribe, and always be the first to know what's up in Coon Rapids. That's CTN, helping you stay connected.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handycams and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became, delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Back at the Crick and just about ready to get this one underway in the third. Can SLPCR bounce back from a 2-goal deficit? They've been heavily outshot, even more heavily outchanced.
Yeah, so that is the story. They need to find a way to get the puck out of their end, get down the Elk River zone, and sustain some pressure for a while to take the pressure off their goaltender. Well, I'm happy with the ice flooding tonight. I don't see a lot of water out there.
No.
This is good.
They did an exceptional job.
They heard you talking about it, I think, Jerry. And
Yeah, for the last few years I have.
Let's not disappoint the professor.
I will say I really like the ice here.
Yeah, it's nice ice.
It's a great rink. They do a nice job.
They do a nice job. An ice job?
An ice job, yeah. And once the outdoor rink is going, well, it is going now, but it is one of the cooler facilities
for sure.
in the Twin Cities. Elks right back on the attack in the opening minute of this third period. Kotzian from the point. That shot didn't make it through. Carrying it out is Rusty Macchio. Get to the red line, dump it in. Stimmich leaves it behind. Kotzian sends it back there. Miller pressured by Clark along the end boards. Back to Kotzian. Kotzian will carry and now play it across to Rusted with speed down the left wing. Trying to play back door. A huge save from Bushy coming across to deny Kotzian point blank.
Yeah, that was a nice save again.
Yeah, absolutely. He's seen the puck well. But
One, the fact that Elk River is getting these passing lanes, it's game 1.
yeah.
This one bounces right out and Creech was coming in. Fortunately, Matthew got there first. Kotzian stops the clear attempt, sends it in on goal, and Bushy says, let's take a little break.
Yeah. Well, Elk River's speed shows on the transition game. When they get the pucks, they're moving up the ice. They move it fast.
Patience and a great feed across. And
Great spot.
That's a defenseman joining the rush.
Yep.
He can't get there.
No.
He can't. You can't allow him to be there ahead of you.
He did. Yeah, but he shouldn't. Exactly. And that's been the story of the game tonight, is just Elk River's getting to places they shouldn't. But they're passing the puck now.
McDonald enters the zone, drops it for Christensen. And now Millis down the boards. He's bumped off it there by Jensen. Recovering his kish. He'll carry behind his own net. Long pass ahead. Deflected by a sliding Carter Millis. So no icing. Shower back in his own end. Plays it behind. Cross ice pass was broken up. Armagast at center. Will send it in deep. Hansen there. Ahead of Kish. Circles. Solid hit from Jensen, but numbers through center for Elk River. An opportunity, walking in alone again. This time Rylan Hansen, and it's shut down as he tried to go 5-hole.
Yeah, you see again, the Elk River player just kind of
levels of attack.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
You can't just leave that puck there. There's nobody nobody taking care of the second wave.
Nope. And the second wave is usually a red jersey.
And Kapaa, unfortunately, you know, he broke up the initial pass, but then kind of got caught on his heels, and that puck just sitting there juicy for Rylan Hansen to walk in. He had the first goal of the game for Elk River on a shot from the point that hit a SLPCR defender out front.
Elk River getting to every loose puck.
Well, yeah, and I mean, just again controlling the action down in the SLPCR end.
McDonald's shot, blockered away by Bushy, and again, right back on the puck. Kotzian up top. Jacobson plays it across. It kind of bounced away from Miller. Recovered by McDonald. He will chip it up and in, or Campbell rather, chips it down into the zone. Kotzian near corner. Cross ice, McDonald the shot, turned away, got back on it.
There was a check.
Played around, Kotzian, his shot deflected up into the framework of the building, and that will draw the whistle.
Yeah, Tranby not happy with the referee there. He did get checked from behind.
He did.
Right behind the net there.
Yeah, and he's talked to the official about it.
Well, and because the action was not directed toward the board, I think is why
that puck was long gone. That's interference.
But I agree. I'm not
those hurt.
Disputing
that
it
you
could
remember
have been
those
called.
hurt when you get hit from behind after that. That's a tough one. It's been a clean game. I mean, they've let them play it because they played real clean today.
Good cycle up top. Quick shot by Petrov. Blockered away by Bushy.
Oh, they read that forecheck so quick. They're getting that pass behind the net.
Creech. Top of the right circles. Petrov walking in. His shot is blocked by Tranby. Tranby lost a glove. He's feeling it. Long shot, stopped up. Clark tries to go indirect, held by Shower at the blue line.
Got to get it out of the zone. 3-1.
Shower out front. Petrov fires wide. Send it ahead. Barsness racing to the other end. He shoots, and it's turned away. The stick of Hansen caught up in his equipment, but may have affected the shot a bit. Not enough to get a penalty. Toe save for Bushy at the other end.
Oh, again.
Trying to use speed again. Had Kish out in front of the rush. Capon's pass out of the reach of Armagast. Shower had his pass knocked down by Kish. Jensen intercepts now, and he plays it in. Brady Hansen nearly put his stick on that puck, and it would have been too many men, but wisely let it go down into the corner. This one chipped off, bounced off the top of the glass.
How could you see that and stay in play?
Not very. This one played all the way down. That'll be icing.
No, we can get that glove and pick that up.
Yeah, you hope Tranby's okay.
Now you see it. Now look at the
one
punt.
skip and then another right off the top.
Look at
of
that
the glass, and
look at that
right
camera work. Holy moly.
Best in the business.
We definitely got the best in the business.
Yeah, Tranby's getting a look at by the trainer.
Yeah, he looks like he's grimacing a bit, in a bit of pain.
Yeah, if you get hit in the hand with your glove off, it's not a good thing.
It's never a good thing.
It hurts with the glove on.
Sealer got into the zone. The drop pass took the Elks back offside, and
walking in, and ouch. Now
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, he blocked it with the palm side, and that's when the glove took
when
off.
I think he got up above, just
right
just
where there's
above in
nothing
the
there.
wrist, because the cuffs on today's hockey gloves are almost non-existent. versus what we had that went
all
damn
the way
near
up to your
the
elbow, which was nice. It protected a lot. You couldn't handle the puck as well.
Right.
But it sure felt good when you got hit with a stick, usually, a slash.
Yeah, it wasn't slashing in those days. In those days, it was a stick check.
It was a stick check.
Pass toward the front, intercepted by Kish. He flips it out of the zone. Glove down by Miller. Chips it into the zone, gives chase. Hooked up a little bit by Kish. Adams slows him down. Sent around by Matchy. Keeping it in the blue line far side is Millis. Shoveled down on the backhand by Austin Adams. That is all the way down for icing. And a face-off in the SLPCR end with 10:41 on the clock in the third period.
And what are the shots on goal for this period so far? Looks like it's about 1
to 9.
To 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9.
Well, Elk River just showing their speed is paying dividends today. They're getting to all the loose pucks, and they're just faster.
Their first line has been impressive, but their depth has really been the determining factor, and it has kept SLPCR bottled up, especially those second and third units that have so much more speed, and there's not as much drop off from lines 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 in red jerseys is what you see in the white. Chance out front, another blocker save for Zach Bushy, and he has been really solid for SLPCR tonight.
I mean, this game could be even greater lead for Elk River if not for Zach Bushy.
Poke check by Bushy, another opportunity. But when an offensive player ends up in the net, it usually is going to draw the whistle, and it's going to mean a face-off outside the zone, I would assume.
You would think so. The referees.
Well, he looks like he's lining it up down there. So they must have determined he ended up in the net, not on his own accord.
Well, that's fine.
Face-off win and a very broken stick and a bat flip. You don't see a bat flip very often in hockey. Tommy McDonald. I mean,
there goes $300.
I was just going to say that's an awful expensive stick there that is snapped in half.
That's amazing.
Yeah, kindling now.
Well, you can have them repaired.
You can? I didn't know you could.
Yeah.
All right.
For $300?
No, it's really not that expensive. It's never quite the same.
Yeah.
The flex point, obviously, it's interesting to see it snap that high. Usually it's lower in the stick, but it all depends on where your flex point is on the stick that you have. And evidently that one is worn thin. And I wish we would have seen the end of it. The bat toss was the best part.
Good forecheck. Stay with them, though. Right.
They've got some really skilled players on the back end. Rylan Hansen trying to feed Rustad on the far side. That was broken up.
Yeah, I would say that's the strength of their team. Their defense is really active, and they're very skilled.
Well,
and they join the rush.
They have a ton of speed, and they pass well.
Yeah.
Again, the consistency from lines 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. It puts Coach Gustafson, I think, in a pretty desirable or envious position as far as high school squads are concerned.
Yeah, and
but it's only game 1, and they're always going to be high school kids. So things can definitely fluctuate from one game to the next.
Yeah, I'm impressed how they hold the blue line. And they do that because of their system, because they have forwards coming back, helping them out. Well, no goals yet this period, though, Howie. It's been even.
And much like when we saw the girls' game against Elk River, similar strategy for SLPCR. Just ice the puck. It's not going to hurt you to ice the puck.
Oh, it's a little battle there. Got to win that little battle.
Well, you have to stay in the battle.
That's the key.
Mellowmount to challenge the shot, deflected it, and it's sent to wide off the stick of Rylan Hansen. Shower from the point, right into the midsection of Bushy.
Just another brick in the wall.
A brick
Jerry
in the
Grant.
wall. Well, goaltending has been good in this rink tonight. There'll be over 100 shots between the two goaltenders the way things look.
But
We're already about there.
I think both SLP and Coon Rapids goaltenders historically have become accustomed to having high volumes of pucks pointed their way in each and every contest.
And that's why they're good. They get a lot of practice.
Hansen sends it down and around. Capon, first one there. Cross ice pass. Barsness chips it ahead. Green on it in the corner. Stops up. Trying to get it back out front. Intercepted. Creech gets it to Rustad with speed. Creech back across. Petraj shot, another save for Bushy.
Yeah, Creech,
on a quality chance for Elk River.
Creech is really good at passing that puck.
Well, and Rustad is the setup guy. 26 assists last year. And here he is on the left wing to Creech. Knocked off his stick. Matchy able to win it, get up ice, and now flips it too high for Barsness. It's gloved down by Hansen across to Katsian, and he sends it in deep. McDonald there, he's got some new lumber.
Hold it in again.
Played with a high stick. Face-off going to go all the way to the other end.
Well, it's early in the year, so you learn from all these games, and you know, Elk River's a good team, and there are plenty of those in the conference, so you get a chance to see what it's all about early on.
Hansen sends it behind. Katsian ahead, one-touch pass, sends McDonald through center. Down the left wing, backhands out front, knocked down, but left right there. And a good chance for Jake Jacobson, denied again by Bushy.
Yeah, so many good chances for Elk River, and Bushy's just doing such a nice job of just, making sure that doesn't get past him. As Joe's frustrated.
That breakout was just
you can't just knock that puck down and leave it there.
Keep going.
No,
Yeah.
it's not against a good team like this.
Lots of things to learn from today.
Intercepted by Ryerson. Hits Kish. He's got a friend 2-on-1, but can't get it across to Armagoth. Good stick for Ryland Hansen.
Go ahead and shoot that puck.
Oh, that was Miller, with the stick to break it up. Kish trying to play it out front. Miller steals it again. Brings McDonald down the right wing. Tommy McDonald sends it off the side of the cage. Stopped up by Miller behind. Tried to play out front, intercepted by Kish. He spins and fires it out to center. And
yeah, Kish did a nice job. He was in the right spot there defensively.
Elks ice it, and again, that one is so blatant. The kid jumped on the ice, and then the puck came by, and he just backed up and stood by the bench.
Yeah.
Technically, if you don't touch it, you don't become part of the play. I get it, but I mean, real close. Chance on the backhand out front for Clark, denied by Stimmick.
That's too bad. Andrew was right there, had a nice chance.
Yeah, great opportunity.
Walk the center.
Great feed from Boston Green. Exactly how he planned it, right through the legs of Ryland Hansen.
Oh, nice stop.
Got that leg out there.
Huge stop.
That's why goalies have to be flexible, Howie. Reached all the way out
Quick
there.
shot off the faceoff for Barsness, turned away with stick by Stimmick. Green can't hold at the line. Capon tracks back. Watched by Creech as he carries behind. He's pinched to the corner. Comes away with it, gets it to Clark. Pass to Green. Didn't click. Turned back in by Shower. Jensen sends it behind. Capon challenged by Rusted. Those two spar in the corner. Capon able to get it behind. And Jensen ahead for Barsness. Played it across. Left there for Green. He's bumped as he enters the zone. Rusted takes the loose puck. Sweeps it behind for Shower. He spins away from Barsness. Lost an edge, but got it to Creech. Off the boards, looking for Petra. Slowed by Capon. Here's Clark circling. Clark back into the zone. Tipped off his stick by Hansen. He sends it down and around. Barsness can't control it. Creech can. Gets it ahead to Petra. Capon, a solid hit at the blue line. Campbell sends it in. Gives chase. He's the first one on it. Trying to center. Runs over an Elk River defender. We can't get the puck back to Barsness. It's flipped out to center. Matchy pressured, gets it off the boards and out. Barsness deflects it as he heads to the bench. Dumped in by Luke Hill. Matchy reverses. Adams fanned on it. Now he will tie up his man in the corner. Campbell in there to help out. Puck comes free. Matchy will skate. Tried to go across. That was intercepted by McDonald. McDonald. Short angle shot stopped and held by Zach Bushy.
Just good structure by Elk River. There's always a guy in the right spot. Good triangulation in the neutral zone. Steps up, gets the puck, jams it right back in. That's how you play as a team. Play in their spots. Always support. Layers, as you like to say, Joe. Yeah, this team, if they keep progressing, the team in red, they could be around at the end of the year making a little noise.
Well, yeah, they're an impressive squad for sure. Maybe come down to goaltending.
Yeah.
Jammed back in deep by Millis. Behind the net is Adams. Ryerson deflects out to center. This one's going all the way down. That'll be icing and face off in the SLPCR and 3:51 to go.
Well, the one thing for SLPCR, they do have players open. The pressure is getting to them a little bit. The pace of play is not what they're used to probably for the first few games. That's why they're missing a lot of passes, and they're taking that extra second because they have the second, but they're just not moving the puck quick enough to the open guy.
Another one flipped a little too hard. That's going to be icing. Well, and I've seen them make the right decision and then just not finish the play.
And finishing's important, obviously.
And that leads to like the one they left there a few minutes ago. They knocked the puck down, which is great, but you have to stay with the puck. You can't leave it there.
Right.
Yep. Little things to work on. Just keep building, get better every game.
Another face-off win, but a fan on the shot by Miller. It's poked out to center by Armagast. Miller recovers and flips it in high and deep on the backhand. McDonald ran into the linesman at the blue line. Shot through traffic into the midsection of Zach Bushy, and he'll hold for another face-off to his right. 49 shots.
I was just going to say that, Joe.
Game.
Outshot 49 to 18.
I mean, 16 to 3 here in the third period.
Yeah.
And again, I mean, McDonald, fortunately for SLPCR, missed that pass. He was all alone. And that has been kind of the Achilles heel of the SLPCR guys tonight. They've left good players wide open.
That was a heck of a move.
Nice little toe drag by Ryerson, but can't finish. Allen holding at the blue line momentarily. Ryerson sent it back in deep. Miller behind his own net. To Katsian, he will skate with it. Ahead, one touch by Jacobson. Unable to get it deep was Olsen. Tied up along the boards there with Capon. Capon sent it ahead, but behind Andrew Clark. Turned around by Katsian. Puck left there by Petra. Clark will play it in deep. Barsness pressuring. It's chopped around to the far side. Petra flips it out to center. Jensen gets there just ahead of Rustad. Played through center. Green intercepts. Clark into the zone to Barsness. Flips it backhand wide into the far corner. Bond pinching, but Rustad recovers and skates to the other end. He's got Creech with him. To the slot, a blocker save for Bushy up and over the net. That's shot number 50.
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't seen Tranby since he's still sitting back there behind the bench.
Yeah, so that's a big loss.
He's their best D.
A returning defender, and
he's still sitting back there on the medical table.
Yeah, well, so hopefully he doesn't have any issues beyond just a little bit of swelling and a bruise.
Well,
timeout for SLPCR, 1:49 to go. You talk about they've had such little offensive zone possession.
Yeah, very little.
It makes it hard to talk about when to take the goaltender out.
It does.
When you have possession on the move through the neutral zone, perhaps there's Toby Tranby.
Well,
ice on his left wrist.
Well, and the thing with Elk River, as we talked about, their D is so good that they just get the puck out of their end so slick, so quick that, you pull your goaltender, you're going to have to make sure you have people on them right away so they can't make the passes. Because they see the ice well and they will get the job done.
They never did put that 50th shot up, Joe.
Well,
I noticed.
Did you see one that was 50, you thought?
Yeah, that one right down the side.
They never put it up.
Well, I think that someone
Maybe
doesn't
home.
They don't want it. They don't want it to hit 50.
They don't want to give up 50.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I want to give your goaltender the credit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Bushy's played a great game.
He's been their best player.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I frequently say that about goaltenders, but
he's made a lot of very solid saves.
Offensive zone pressure again. Barsness lost an edge and allowed him to keep the zone a little bit longer, and now back just into their own zone ahead for Rustad. He will send it in deep. Clark gloves it down. He will skate with it up the left side, and it's sent right back in by Hansen. Jacobson to Creech, tied up by Ryerson, but he recovers under a minute to play. Cross for Hansen, that was looking to Rustad at the back door. Kish can't get it past Creech at the blue line. Tried to give it back to Rustad. Rustad didn't have a stick anyway, as he was tangled up with Kish. Clark plays it to center, stopped up and turned right back in. Here's Rustad. Flips it to Creech out front. Creech trying to circle, now brings it back to the near side and gives it up to Jackson Barsness. Barsness with speed down the left wing, cuts across the top of the zone. Waiting for help, sends it deep. Kish can't control, and that top unit for SLPCR has been out there since that. Rustad will get to it, chip it into the empty net with less than 10 seconds to go, but that top unit had been out there since the timeout with 1:50 to go. So they were just absolutely gassed by the time they finally got across the blue line.
Yeah, it's early in the year. Pull the goalie, work on it. The game was, 2 goals. There's always a chance, but as the Elk River player just gets there first, wins a little muscle battle.
Yeah, a little dive. Yeah, dive gets the goal. Makes it 5-2.
2 goals for Rustad today.
Yep.
He had the power play goal. I believe he had an assist tonight as well.
Yeah, the assist. Nice night for him.
If we're doing players of the game, he'd be in the running. Yep. As with a goaltender.
Yes.
Oh, Bushy played really well.
Absolutely.
I mean, he shut down the number of grade A chances that the Elk River Elks had tonight.
4 goals on 50. That's pretty good.
It's That, I think, is the biggest concern if you're Coach Gagnon and the staff after tonight's game, is not how badly we lost or how much we struggled to maintain possession, but how many grade A chances we gave up. And if you just cannot continue to do that and expect to be in hockey games.
That is correct.
But we are, as you mentioned, still very, very early. First game of the year for Elk River. First conference contest of the season for SLPCR. They'll be right back here against Owatonna on Saturday. We, Shapiro and myself, will be back at the Fieldhouse on Friday night. Season opener for the wrestling team as they host the Champlin Park Rebels. We'll see the girls basketball team against Blaine on Tuesday next week. And then next Saturday, the River Cities Blades take on section rival North Wright County. Afternoon affair back here at the Crick. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. In the final score, Elk River Zimmerman 5, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids 2. I want to thank everybody out for joining us and continuing the sporting thing we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howard Shapiro and Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.